Good morning, everyone, and welcome to day 4 of the Flower Festival at Snowdrop Tundra with the 50% area bonus. It is Friday after lunch, and at this point in time, I am not going to cook anything until Sunday. It may be the case that I'm cutting this a little bit short, so this will be somewhat of an experiment. But what I am going to do now is to build up a massive stockpile of ingredients in my bag. I'm going to build the cooking pot size to the max of 200, boost from the main skills, and then I'm going to run a horde of the Dene to increase the crit chance up to 70%. So after this lunch here, it is going to be a break for me in terms of the cooking, and I won't be doing anything until that Sunday breakfast, which is going to be huge. I also sorted my Pokemon, and now that my Gengar is at level 50, it is the most productive ingredient specialist overall, and so I'll be stockpiling cacao and mushrooms as filler ingredients for that Sunday breakfast, which I'm hoping to crit. So with that said, I do have a couple extra ingredients here to put in. I've got a decent number of filler ingredients. I think the tomatoes here is the better value. There, those are full. Maybe some milk. We can start cooking. For the most part, I have been able to cook the ninja salad every meal this week, and the value is around 70,000. And that is because of the event bonus to a large extent, but salad is also my strongest dish type, and the ninja salad is level 55. And the strongest Pokemon that helped me get the salad ingredients for the ninja salad have favorite berry here at Snowdrop. So overall, this week has been a tremendous week for me. I've been very excited about it. And in this video, we got 2 sleep reports. We got the long sleep into today, and then I also have a nap session. I've gotten a few questions too about how to do the back-to-back sleep reports, so I can give you a very quick rundown. Essentially, you start the Pokemon Go Plus into your new day, and then you connect to the device here, your phone, when you wake up. And then what you do is you review later. So you can see down at the bottom of my page here, there's a sleep report that has not been reviewed. And then you just start the Pokemon Go Plus again and set it to the side for 2.5 hours, and then end it. And then essentially what happens then is I have my main session here, and then once I'm done, I can click manually connecting to the Pokemon Go Plus, and it's going to pick up that, oh wait, there's another sleep session here. So that's how you get those back to back. Just pay close attention to what I'm clicking here after this sleep report. So I did do a nap session yesterday, so this is a session here without a premium biscuit, and oh man, this is a dosing for sure. Let's go. Is it gonna be the Delibird? I have given up on Snover. It does not want to show up. I've been hunting here at Snowdrop now for well over 2 weeks, and I can't find it. So I'm hoping to find a good Delibird. God forbid I find my Delibird today, because it has 1 biscuit left, and then I can go to Taupe Hollow next week. That would be pretty huge. So 209 million for a partial session due to that good sleep day event multiplier of 1.5. So that's pretty huge. All right, let's see it, everyone. Is it going to be a Delibird or what? Clefairy, that is the good sleep day event boost. Oh, nice, a new sleep style. I had a good discussion in the nirtheart Discord server, which you can find linked in the video description. It is a premium Discord, so you can read more about it. But essentially, it seems very likely that the next sleep style research goal, the last one was 290, the next one is likely 340, and based on the pattern, it seems like there is a new area coming up at 340. I'm currently at 300 and what's that, like 17, 27, 327. I got 13 sleep styles away from hitting 340, which would be huge. Because then I can just skip Lakeside for a little bit and hop on over to the volcano or whatever's up. Are you kidding me? Here's the Snover. Now that I've given up, you decide to show up. Was that all it took? Altaria, Psyduck. That is a shiny. And a Delibird. Are you kidding me? Yo! The Delibird has one biscuit left. I got so unlucky the other day, on top of my crazy luck with the crits. That is a shiny Togepi. Or I mean Togetic. I already have a really, really strong Togepi, so that is going to be my main long-term Togekiss for sure. But this allows me to get a shiny profile picture. Togekiss is my favorite all-time Pokemon, so I'll take it, game. And they have said in the news update that when you catch a Pokemon that can evolve, then you will also get its subsequent evolutions available too, but not the pre-evolutions. That is pretty interesting. Quite excited about it, because now I can set my profile picture forever to the shiny Togekiss. I don't expect it to be good at all. I haven't caught a single Togetic before. So there it is. Shiny and hungry. And that's it. So, before I do anything, I'm going to claim the Delibird, because I'm the most excited about the Delibird. So there it is. Delibird secured. And then we can have a look at this shiny Togetic up here. I have caught one before. It must have showed up hungry, and I gave it a premium biscuit, because that's the only scenario where that would make sense. So, let's see it, everyone. A single premium biscuit for that shine. This is a pretty exciting video. A Delibird and a shiny Togetic. Togekiss being my favorite Pokemon. I don't want to say it again because that's pretty cool. So, you see here, this is why I gave up on the Snover. It didn't want to show up, and then when I gave it biscuits, it was just like, nah. Watch it being a busted Snover and a busted Delibird at the same time. Then I'll have eggs forever, and I can go to Topalo and hunt Cyndaquil. Alright, so I'm not going to go for the Clefairy. I prefer the Cleffa by far because of Metronome. You gain an extra skill level upon that evolution. Do have a really good Altaria. I'll wait with a Psyduck. And I am tempted by the Ghastly, honestly, but I do need to save some biscuits for the event. So, claim the Delibird, the shiny Togetic, and the Snover. Believe it or not, it decided to show up. So, I do have the widget ready here so that when we review these, we can... Oh man. Every time I find Delibird, I feel so frustrated that the nap session overrides it, because that is what's gonna happen. I could consider doing the nap session tomorrow so that I can give the friend list the Delibird candy, but then again, my nap session today is huge, so I should be getting... Oh, that's the worst. That is so bad. It is ingredient down, no, up, thankfully, but it's speed down. That is unfortunate. I mean, if it's triple eggs and it's got an ingredient finding nature and maybe some ingredient finding sub skills, we'll just have to see. I'm looking for triple eggs. I won't accept anything else. Double eggs and cacao. Now this has to be pristine on the sub skills, or else this is right in the dumpster. Skill level up S, skill trigger S, helping speed S, inventory ingredient finding at level 100. This is such a troll Delibird. I can't believe it. I don't care about the ingredient finding here. In terms of the skill, you can see 1.5% on the skill rate. That is incredibly low. And when it has the 18% on the ingredient rate, it means 80% of the time it's going to find berries. Pamtree is the worst berry. So this is a big letdown. I'm not gonna, this is straight in the bin. Like I'm angry at this Delibird. All right, I can bring out the Togekiss here. Ooh, it's got the rash nature. That is, rash is trash for skill specialist. I think that's ing up, main skill down. So it's not looking too hot for this Togetic. Double eggs, I'll take it. Helping bonus, research EXP, dream shard bonus, inventory. Yeah, look at that nature, dude. I am a fan of the helping bonus and the double eggs, but yeah, this is gonna sit in my... This is just gonna clog up my box, unfortunately. As a skill specialist, you prefer to catch them at stage 1 to get that increased main skill level. And on Togekiss, I would prefer berry finding, skill trigger, helping speed, and potentially a skill level up M. And so maybe I'll pop into my bag and showcase my Togepi that I'm currently going to go for. Alright, serious nature. Are you serious? That is a neutral nature, does nothing. It's double eggs. Now would you look at that? It's a neutral nature, so by chance, if this has helping speed and ingredient finding M in the 2 first slots, I think this is going to be my Abomasnow. Overall, not a huge fan on the Abomasnow. I really like Delibird, so I will have to keep that hunt going long term. But in the short term, I think a cap level 30 Abomasnow for the eggs could be a good idea. So let's have a look at it, everyone. Thankfully not skill level up us this time. Skill trigger, ingredient finder S. I want some speed on the Abomasnow, it's so slow. Skill level up S, oh man, I tricked myself there. Helping speed S coming in late. You know what, this is not bad, it's the best Abomasnow I've found. If I'm desperate for eggs, I guess I can decide on this one. It does suck though that I have to put 2 sub-skill seeds into it. The helping speed comes in at level 75 and it's got a neutral nature. I'm pretty picky. At this point, I'm almost wondering if I should just go for an ABX pattern where I don't care about the 3rd slot and just cap it at L30. But yeah. That was a close one. I'll give it that. So, for those of you curious about the back-to-back sleep session, this is the way you go about it. I've now had my main session, and after I woke up, I just started again after having breakfast and collected and all that stuff. So I have a sleep session coming up here, but I haven't connected yet to the Pokemon Go++, which is what happens now. We have a nap session from today. And we are going to review it. Okay, so this should be the Premium Biscuit session. I don't think we're going to find a Delibird in this one. And even if we do, I don't think I have enough luck to get a hold of it. Maybe another Snover. That could be interesting. Altaria. I already have a really good Swablu though, and a decent berry finding Altaria too. So I'll take the candies and the dream shards. Another Swablu, Jigglypuff, Bellsprout, Abomasnow. Jigglypuff again, Togepi, and the Togetic. Alright. Unless that Abomasnow is hungry, I'm not going to feed it. And then the question becomes what I should befriend here, because nothing is really particularly interesting to me, unfortunately. So we'll just have to see. There should at least be 2 hungry Pokemon here because of the event and the good camp ticket. It's the Swablu. And the Abomasnow. Alright. I can do a hungry Abomasnow, that's fine. Especially if I can cap it at level 30 anyway. I don't really care much about the inventory. Strictly use it for the eggs. So the premium biscuit is now used. I don't want anything else on the right side here. I do have a decent Swablu though, so I'm tempted not to waste biscuits on it, but I think overall in the trade here I do get a decent chunk of candy. For the most part, not a big fan of exchanging biscuits for the candies, particularly if I already have the species covered. So I think I won't befriend anything else. It is super funny though how I have stated I've given up on the Abomasnow and now it decides to show up. The Abomasnow hungry and the Snover. So let's see it. That makes me wonder though, I may have to pop into my bag because I think I have a decent number of the Snovers in my bag. And it may be the case that some of those have the ABX pattern where I just don't care about the level 60, won't level up to 60, just cap it at L30 for the eggs and then go for a Delibird long term. Things to think about. Do you think the Altaria is decent here in terms of candy? It does suck that it covers my Delibird candy because that is rare and nice. People like that one. Why not? I think a decent amount of people like the Altaria, so it is between the Altaria and the Abomasnow. Alright, got a decent chunk of Dream Shards. I am this close to upgrading my cooking pot and I'm super tempted. Sassy Nature, I don't remember this one. Yet again, I think at this point, if I can just get eggs in that second slot, I'll be happy. Tomatoes. Oh, this is so hard. Oh, it's got inventory. And more inventory. Skill level up as skill trigger and more inventory. And a main skill chance EXP. What a weird Pokemon, man. My Abomasnow luck has been so bad. I'll have to pop into the bag here and showcase my Togepi that I am going to invest in, and I can compare it to the shiny Togetic that I found. So we can collect some of these. I am probably gonna have a bit of excess large leeks as well that I can use as filler ingredients. And overall, my bag is getting pretty close. 250. I've been cooking around 180 ingredients every day. 240, so I'll definitely hit 600 by tomorrow. Even considering the switch now into more specialized Pokemon such as the Cooking Pot Up, the Tasty Chance, and everything. Okay, so I want to change my profile picture because I really like Togekiss and I just happened to find a shiny Togetic. So, it doesn't show up. I don't know, man. I don't want to waste the resources on evolving it. It was a really bad Pokemon, and it requires like 80 candy and a shiny stone. I thought that was automatic, but maybe that will show up sometime in the future. So for now, I guess I'll just do the Togetic. No one will see is shiny except those of you watching the video. So, gonna pop into the bag and I'm gonna have a look at my... Ooh, there was a candy on that Sylveon. Gonna compare my Togepi that I'm gonna invest in to the shiny Togetic. That was a funny... Okay, so you can sort here by the Pokedex and we find the Togekiss in big text. So if we bring back up the Togekiss in the widget, you can see that it is the skill specialist, and the stats on this is just crazy. So it's got the speed of help up nature, EXP gains down, doesn't hurt it too much honestly. Would probably be better with energy recovery down, just because I do have a strong healer. So it's got berry finding, helping speed skill level up skill trigger and helping speed S. So level 100, this Togekiss is gonna be busted. I don't know if Togekiss will get a boost sometime in the future. I do think that skill rate is a little bit low still, but we'll just have to see. I'm a big fan of Togekiss anyway, so I'm gonna just go for it. If I scroll all the way to the bottom here, you can see I've already got a couple Togekiss. These are not so good, they're decent, but yeah, this was my noob trap in the beginning. So main skill chance down nature, yikes. Helping speed ingredient finder Ingredient finder M on this ingredient rate right here does nothing. It's like 3%. It goes up to 18 or 19%, so it's basically useless. And the skill trigger comes in at level 75, and the main skill chance down just kills it to begin with. So that is unfortunate. Then this Togekiss is actually decent. It has main skill chance up nature, ingredient finding down, which I do like because the ingredient rate is so bad to begin with. And it has skill trigger M at level 50. And a skill trigger S coming in at level 75. So this is essentially most of what you want in a Togekiss. I just happen to really like Togekiss, I kept on hunting. And I found an even better one in my opinion. So if we compare this Togekiss to the Togepi way up here, we can see that I'm losing out on one skill trigger S overall, but I do have the berry finding, and I'm also losing a little bit out on the nature here. As you can see, it doesn't have the skill triggers, so maybe overall the level 25 Togekiss is a decent one, but I have just found that the Togekiss drops basically no ingredients, and having that berry finding is going to be super powerful. So I guess this is just going to be my Togekiss long term. Maybe I'll run two, depending on what happens. If Togekiss is good at some point, then I have two. So we also wanted to peek a look at the Snover, because I have been hunting for a long time and I'm starting to just get tired of the whole hunt. This Abomasnow here today was just a troll, so I mostly just want to release it. I don't need the inventory, and I'm getting tomatoes at level 30. So at that point, that is just straight in the bin. I don't need it. If I ever need tomatoes, I have a busted Dugtrio. So whenever I'm done really leveling that leak Dugtrio up, then I can potentially consider a tomato Dugtrio, or some other Pokemon, I guess, but... So this Abomasnow does have the ABX pattern where you just ignore the last slot. So eggs in the second slot, it's got helping speed, EXP, neutral nature, and the ingredient finding coming in at level 50. I probably won't bring it all the way to level 50 though, if it's got a bad ingredient list. I very rarely invest in like short-term Pokemon, but eggs is just such a lacking ingredient for me during the dessert weeks, so I kind of need some new Pokemon there. So this one we found today, skill trigger S, ingredient finding S, and it's got the double eggs. Overall, I don't think it's that bad. The helping speed comes in late, and it's got a neutral nature. So overall, I think potentially this may be one of the best Snover I've found so far, but I'm not very interested in using that sub-skill seed on it when I might as well just keep going and looking for another one. So there we go. That was that Snover. And then I can just scroll left, I guess. So this has the ABX pattern where you just ignore the last one. Oof, the Adamant Nature. Ingredient finding down is a really, really unfortunate combo here. It's got the ingredient finding M and the helping speed S. but overall this is not a particularly strong Snover. Here we have found one with another ABX pattern. Got the eggs in the second slot and the ingredient finder S and the inventory. I may consider this one, honestly. Like the inventory, like the ingredient finder S. Compared to this one, I think overall it's a little bit better due to that added inventory. Oh, please don't do the sound thing again. Okay, it came back. Nice. Okay, so we were looking at the one that had ingredient finder and inventory. This one's also got the eggs. Oh, the ABC pattern on the Snover is haunting me. This one's not bad though. It's got helping speed, inventory, and ingredient finder. It's got skill trigger and helping bonus. Overall, this one I would say is pretty good if I ignore the mushrooms. And we have another adamant one. I think that one might have just switched spots at some point. I hate that it does that. It makes it very confusing when I try to just look through these. So, speed of help up, ingredient finding at level 50, but it's got double tomato. I don't like that. And then again, I feel very hesitant to go into the investment here before I find one that's good, because it is wasted. I could make use of a good Abomasnow and a Delibird for certain dishes if I run short on the eggs. And so that's something that I'm keeping in mind here as I'm clicking through these. This one's got tomato in the second slot though, so that's straight in the bin. Never gonna use that whatsoever. If it is Abomasnow, it's gonna be eggs, so I can maybe scroll through some of these too. I'm super curious if you guys have any feedback and input on some of these. I may post some pictures in the nirtheart Rate My Pokemon chat to just go through them, I guess, but none of these really stand out to me, so I guess the Delibird hunt continues. And I look forward to talk to you again tomorrow in another daily Pokemon Sleep research video. Hope you enjoyed watching, and yeah, thank you for hanging out.